Hi, it's Heather here, and this is my first box from Witch Casket, which is a UK company that offers a witchy subscription box every month. And I subscribed to the September box to give it a try. So this has literally just arrived in the last half hour or so. Sorry about that. It's literally just arrived in the last half hour or so, and I'm just about to open it up for the first time, so let's give it a whirl. So, in here, very, very nice interior design. And there's a nice little note that says, September's Witch Casket is all about meditation and mindfulness. Awesome. We hope the contents of this month's casket will help you to take the time to rid yourself of stress and anxiety and connect with your inner self. Oh, that's definitely what I need right now. List of contents, social media posts, October's is underway, blah blah blah. Okay, this is pretty. I like how they've done this. It's understated, and it's really effective. So, okay, there's a contents list on the back. I'm going to compare that against the contents once I've actually been through the box. So next up we have what appears to be a Witch Casket sticker, think. Okay, and then we have an art print of a blue lotus flower. I really like this. I like the moon in the background and the simplicity of the artwork. You know, simplicity in a nice way, not simplistic. It's not overdone. I love the hues of the blues in this. It is very much a case of very relaxing, very soothing. I could definitely see myself using this as a focal point for a meditation or just to help soothe my mind. Definitely, yeah. So, and the artist is Tea Cake Art, who I've never heard of, but I will go and look them up later because I like this this style of artwork very much. Okay, so next we have, it's in an envelope. It says Anti-Anxiety Charm Bag Kit. Contains lemongrass, fennel seeds, moonstone and charm bag. Okay. Right, I'm gonna open that in a minute. I want to see what else is in this. Ooh, okay. So this is obviously spell paper or note paper. I would go with spell paper. I release myself from, and then lines to write down what you release yourself from. And if I was going to use this instinctively, I would write on it and then I would burn it. I would fold it up or screw it up and throw it in a bonfire, throw it in my cauldron, or just burn it in a candle flame. Something like that to help with the releasing of the energy. And obviously I would do that during the appropriate moon phase if I was so inclined, if I could wait that long. Lots and lots and lots of sheets. Ooh, yeah. So in my professional life I work as a coach, and I could definitely see this being used both in my magical practice but also in my professional life as well. Okay. So next is this. What's this? This is a loose leaf tea infuser. Oh, awesome. I like how they've got the elemental symbols down here. Loose leaf tea infuser. Oh, and a hamster hand on the back. Okay. And the infuser is, oh, I see. Yeah. It's a love heart. I use a lot of loose leaf tea. In fact, 98% of my tea is loose leaf. So this will come in really, really, really handy. I like the fact that you could just leave it in the tea, the mug, the teacup or the mug, and then just lift it out. That will be so useful. Definitely. Okay, so next up is a little baggie of Not Magic. Okay. And it says, as you think of or meditate on what spell you'd like to cast, firmly tie knots in the string as shown over leaf. Yeah, simple. It's simple introduction to Not Magic. Oh, and the traditional the traditional not chant as well. Not 1, the spell's begun. Not 2, it will be true. Not 3, it shall be. Not 4, it is law. Not 5, the magic's alive. Not 6, the spell is fixed. Not 7, chants are 11. Not 8, my will is fate. Not 9, it's sealed in twine. I say it's the traditional one. I don't know if it is or not. It feels like it's the traditional one, but I know people have a lot of variations which they call traditional, so yeah. But yeah, not magic is very effective. I've used it over the years. I did actually need to get more twine at some point, because you can use anything for not magic, really. You can use whatever you've got. I tend to use yarn more than anything else, but traditionally it was twine. So yeah, I was going to get some butcher's twine at some point, but this will definitely tide me over until then. Next up is, oh, a pin badge. Awesome. I have such a fetish about pin badges. I love them. And this one is going to go right up there with the rest of them on my pin banner, because this is fabulous. I really like the crystals on this. I love this overall ethos of the whole box being this lovely shaded tonal blue. I love that. That's lovely. Yeah, that'll go on my pin banner, and then I will wear it on the days when I feel that I need to wear it, which, yeah. And also you could do some pretty good empowerment with this, you know. You could empower it for the content, the theme of the box, like, you know, mindfulness, meditation, anything like that. You could empower it for calm. You could definitely use this as some kind of talisman that you could then, you know, empower, you know, ritually bless, ritually cleanse, ritually bless, empower, and then wear to carry as you know, wearable magic. Definitely, definitely. Awesome. Okay, so next is Witch Casket. Essential oil diffusing chakra bracelet. Okay, cool. I've actually wanted an essential oil diffusing one of these for a while. I have a lot of chakra bracelets. I actually have a full set of bracelets that are specifically for each chakra. So I have like 7 of them. I actually have more bracelets than that in this style, but I do have a set of 7 chakra ones. So the fact that this is an essential oil diffusing one is right up my street, because I've actually been looking at those this week on Etsy. So add your chosen essential oil to the black beads to carry its magical properties with you. I am so using that with frankincense as soon as I get off this video. Frankincense is my go-to oil for everything. And yeah, that's a must. Oh, I'm so pleased with this box so far. Actually, what I'm not pleased about, these things. No, this is a no from me. This sort of packaging, polystyrene foam pellet thingies, really, really hate them. They're bad for the environment, and really, I don't like them. I've seen cats die from imbibing these, eating these, and as a cat-friendly household, these are a big no-no. But also, you know, environmentally and sustainably, yeah, this is a no. So this is my first box. I hope this is just a one-off. You know, use crumpled up cardboard paper or something. That would be better than this nonsense. Okay, so Angel's Touch. Sit back, relax, enjoy the subtlety of an angel's touch as the aroma of this incense infused the air around you. Incense cones. Awesome. Instructions for use in different languages. Made in India. I was just wondering if we had anything more specific about what the scent is. No, it's just instructions for use. They smell nice. They smell like they've got a sandalwood or a cedarwood base. With a floral. So it'd be interesting to see, yeah, I don't often use incense cones. I'm much more of a loose incense person, or when I need to be quick, incense stick person. But I do have the ability to burn cones. I've got little heat-proof trays and things that I can burn cones on, so it will be interesting to see what these are like, because I've not used cones for probably getting on for 20 years, so that will be an interesting thing to re-experience. Okay, tea to go with the tea strainer. Blue sapphire loose leaf tea. I still love this aesthetic that they've got going on. It's so pretty. Black tea from Kenya's Nandi Highlands, and cornflower petals from Albania Tirana area. Steep time. Could send me to sleep actually. Steep time 4 to 7 minutes. Awesome. Okay. Can't actually smell anything through the packet, but I will definitely try some of that later on. If not later on today, then probably over the next few days. I'll give that a whirl. I do love this aesthetic, this packaging, and the way that they've done it all with all the stickers. They've obviously had a lot of thought into this. I love this whole branding and everything. It's so pretty. Okay, next up is a crystal, a tumblestone. And it is black obby. Yeah. Black obsidian. You know, generally speaking, the obsidian family is fantastic for worries and anxieties and things that bother you. And black obsidian's great for releasing all that worry and negativity. Stone of spiritual harmony, a powerful psychic cleanser, and a shield. Yes, definitely. And you know, I'm a firm believer in appreciating and using and giving reverence to Mama Nature's many, many gifts, of which this is obviously one of them. And I've used black obsidian in the past. Personally, I prefer black tourmaline because I find it a little bit punchier, but black obsidian is lovely. And you know what? Snowflake obsidian is fantastic for nightmares and insomnia. So yeah, all obsidian stones fantastic to have around. Okay, next up, it looks like a mug. It is a mug. Okay. Fueled by magic and meditation. Holy crap, that is my life. Oh, I'm loving this. I have got quite a few witchy mugs. I have got a pumpkin witch and a mug for the podcast down at the crossroads, and I've got another witchy mug downstairs as well, and I'm always appreciative of witchy mugs because I love mugs and I love how you can express your personality just by having a brew. So this is definitely going to go into the rota here in the home office, as in the office at home, because that is basically my life, fueled by magic and meditation. That is every day. Every day I always do meditation, and every day I try and do little acts of magic. The only days I don't really get to do magic are days when I'm really, really sick. And even then I might do some gentle healing work. So yeah, most days, if not every day, fueled by magic and meditation. Absolutely perfect. It's an enamel mug, which means I'm going to have to be careful when it's hot. So I might knit a little cozy or something for the handle at some point. I like it, sturdily made. No instructions about dishwashing. Maybe they're on the contents list. I'd probably just wash it in the sink. I don't want this lovely design to rub off. Okay, we also have Witch Casket parchment paper of some form. It looks like there is something on it. I really don't want to break this lovely seal. I'm going to have to get my tripod to hold my phone in a minute while I do some of the opening of some of these packets and things. So I'll come back to that in a minute. We also have, what's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? Don't worry. Bergamot, geranium, and frankincense. Awesome. Ancient Wisdom roll-on blend. Awesome. I wonder if this is the same Ancient Wisdom who I used to get stock from when I used to have an occult shop about 15 years ago. Could be. In fact, the postcode is familiar, so probably is. That's not a bad thing. I know they're a reputable company for a lot of their stuff. Vitamin E carrier oil base. Oh, that's good. Just check the... Yeah, that's good because I don't have any allergies to seeds and nuts and things like that, which could be contraindicated for aromatherapy use. But for someone who does, it means that they could still use this. Vitamin E, fantastic. And you know, this is a beautiful blend. This is a beautiful blend for easing worries. You know, all of these are known for their antidepressant properties. Bergamot is an incredibly uplifting oil. Geranium has that lovely floral, cheerful scent. And frankincense, I said before, is my multi-purpose go-to for everything. But frankincense, it's spiritual, it's protective, it's purifying, it raises the spirits, and there's so much more I could tell you about these oils, based on, because I'm a qualified aromatherapist as well, but I won't bore you with that. But yeah, that will be, and it's just the right size to carry about with me, so yeah, that'll be going in a pocket or handbag or whatever. Yes, or just sat on my desk when I start getting stressed out with websites that don't want to work properly when I'm trying to launch projects, which is my current state of play. And then finally we have, blue ritual candles. Meditation, healing, peace, well-being, wisdom, truth and harmony. Lovely. Okay, I'll open those in a minute. We can get a proper look at them. And that's it for the contents of the box, apart from these annoying things. That's the only downside of the box at the moment is the packaging. So yeah. Where did I leave my tripod? There it is. Right. Let's see if I can get this set up so that I can carry on videoing. You'll probably just see bits of my desk flash by as I sort this out. And in fact, this is a good time for me to say this is from witchcasket.co.uk. So it's fantastic that it's here in the UK. It means no horrendously excessive shipping. Right. And then, yeah, if we move that out the way, you get to see parts of my desk with my lovely goddess statues and my lovely, my candle that's currently burning. And then if we move this around a little bit so that we can see, I'm doing this completely on the fly. This is me never having done this sort of thing before, trying this out, so being really brave. So let's start with the candles. I wonder if they're solid or if they're just over poured in terms of the wax. Oh, this is a nice royal blue colour, and in fact this blue would also double up for any prosperity work you wanted to do, including like for instance, if you were going to petition Jupiter for juniper, that's a type of herb, an oil, Heather. Jupiter, if you wanted to petition Jupiter for any success or financial matters, this would be a fantastic colour to use again. So, you know, meditation, healing, peace, well-being, wisdom, truth and harmony. Yeah, definitely. You know, highly usable there. And they do look, let's have a look. They look, I'm just looking at the base here, which was off camera for a second. You can see where they've over poured the wax, so it's going to be a white candle underneath. Which is a little disappointing. I find it really hard to get true solid candles at a decent price these days. But there's nothing wrong at all with an over-dyed candle, because the colour underneath is always going to be white, or a more natural colour. If it's a beeswax candle, it'll be slightly honeyed. But in the case of this type of candle, it's always going to be white underneath, and white is your multi-purpose go-to colour for anything. You know, if you're working any kind of magic and whatever you're working from says you need such a colour, you don't have it, but you have white, you're still good to go. White is your multi-purpose for any type of spell. That said, personally, I still prefer to use black candles, solid black candles, for when I'm doing more baneful magic, rather than a white candle. Which is why I make sure I've always got solid white and solid black in stock here at home in my ritual room. Because with those two, knowing that they're in stock all the time, can't really go wrong. One thing you can always do is, if you have a white candle and you are writing magical intentions along the side of it, if you have not got something sharp with which to inscribe your candle, which is the traditional method, use a Sharpie, and you can use a Sharpie in whatever colour the candle magic calls for. So for instance, if you're doing a love spell, you've got a pink Sharpie and a white candle, you're good to go. Write your intention on the candle in the Sharpie in pink. Bingo. Just to give it a bit of extra oomph. Look at me giving all these witch tips out as I unpack this box. Right. So there was also this parchment, which I have no nails, as you can see. I am a chronic nail biter. I'm also doing this looking through the lens of the candle, so it's a camera, so it's a little hard for me to see exactly what I'm doing. But there we go. And this is 5 simple ways to meditate every day. Lovely. So this could be, it's A4 piece of paper, so it could really well go in your beautiful book of shadows if you have one of this size. 5 simple ways to meditate every day. Breathing, dancing, gazing, slow pace, and standing. These are all really good. I have been a meditation practitioner for over 35 years, and I teach and lead meditation from time to time as well. So these are all really good examples of meditation. Yeah. Roll that back up. Perfect. Right. So what else did we have to open? We had the anti-anxiety charm bag kit. So let's see if we can get this. Oh, I really hate breaking things when they're so pretty. I was going to photograph everything as I went along, but then I decided a video would be better. So here we go. Oh, okay. So anti-anxiety, and we have a silver baggie. Okay, yeah. You know, if it was anti-anxiety charm bag mix, if it was banishing anxiety, I would potentially use black, but silver works too. Silver's a great purifying colour, so I can understand why they've used it. Oh, lots of fresh lemongrass. Look at that colour. You can tell that's fresh. I bet it smells fantastic as well. Yes, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Oh wow. And there's a goodly amount there as well, you know. If I just get my scales out. I do keep scales next to my desk for all kinds of reasons, including the bag. There's 70 grams of lemongrass there, so that's a good 50 grams or more. Wow, that's very, very generous. And then this is fennel seeds. And oh look, the bags have got on them biodegradable. That one has at least. They both have. I just wasn't looking. So that's nice sustainability and eco-consciousness. Fennel seeds. I'm not going to get too close to these because I don't really care for the smell. Ooh, yeah, they're fresh and strong. And we'll just give them a quick weigh. And again, similar amount. That is a 7, isn't it? No, it's a 12. I do apologise. It is not a 7. That is 11 grams. So what's this one? Is this going to be 10 grams? Because I was misreading the scale. Yes, 10 grams. So again, still generous though. Still really, really generous. 10 grams of each. You could get quite a lot out of those. Yeah, you don't have to use them all in the spell. And then there's the piece of moonstone. That's a nice piece of rainbow moonstone right there. Nice, very pretty. Move that back out of the way. Bit of a big bang. That's a nice piece of rainbow moonstone right there. Yeah. And then instructions that say, oh, that's nice. Yeah. The energy you put into it is important, so you have to be aware of what's going on with you when you create a spell. Yeah, it recommends that you use all of the ingredients, 100% of all the ingredients. I would be tempted to use, you know, if I did it, I would use like maybe 50% of each of the herbs, because then I could always refresh the bag another month if I wanted to. Nice, nice mystic eye on the back there. Very clarity. And again, you could use this as a meditation focus if you wanted to. Great instructions, really, really easy to understand. Great for a beginner. Really simple, reassuring, calm instructions. Clear, very cohesive. But there's enough here to actually have a more experienced practitioner like myself a good springboard to then mix this up a bit or make it more our own with, you know, we could add to this or remove from it as appropriate. But yeah, and you know, there are times when even the most experienced practitioner just wants something really quick and simple that somebody else has put together for them. So, you know, I mean, I do it from time to time. I have friends who run a witchcraft shop in Glastonbury in the UK, and there's times I'll go in there and I'll buy one of their spell kits or one of their spell candles, because either I don't have the time, I don't have the energy, it's a last minute thing, and sometimes, you know, yeah, I'm a lazy ass witch sometimes. But this is nice. If you get a spell like this in every box, then woo, it's a really nice primer. Really, really nice primer. So what else was there? This was the black obsidian, and these tumblestones are really nice, large pieces. You know, they're nice pieces to have. They fit well into the palms of your hands, black obsidian and moonstone. These two could actually be used together, which is also really nice if you wanted to mix things up a bit. The energy around them is very clear. It's very neutral. You really get a sense of the stones rather than who's been handling them, which is lovely. And then this was the bracelet. I'm just going to whiz through the rest of this really quickly. This was the bracelet. So we can obviously see stones for each of the chakras, and I'm just trying to work out what they've put in, because I don't think it says on the little card. No, it doesn't say on the card. And again, you could use this as a meditation focus. It doesn't say on the card what stones, beads they're using. I'm just looking now. I'm thinking that this first one might be carnelian, or supposed to be carnelian. That, I reckon, is supposed to be amber, but obviously isn't. It's a bit too, I think that's synthetic. This is tiger's eye. That is, I want to say that is unakite. That is dyed blue howlite, I think. That could be a piece of lapis. Or sodalite. I lean more towards lapis though. And this is obviously meant to be amethyst. I don't know how natural these are. They could be synthetic. Some of them could be synthetic. Some of them could be overdyed. The howlite probably is overdyed because it doesn't look like traditional turquoise. So it's howlite often gets dyed different colours because it's such a cheap stone to mine. I'm not going to go into the ethical practices about the crystal mining industry right now because that is not a topic for this video. And these are obviously lava stones, so these will retain, they will absorb the oil. Over time you could work up a very nice custom scented blend using this, and you know, it's also really good for if you do any kind of mala meditation where you are reciting a chant or a mantra. You could work your way along the bracelet one bead at a time while you meditate and you're speaking your mantra. A lot of people do that. A lot of my bracelets that are of this style are precisely for that purpose. They are mala bracelets precisely for meditation on the go. So yeah, nice and stretchy, definitely fits. I'm a bit close to the camera there. This is literally me just doing this on the fly. This is the twine for the knot spell. Yeah, I don't know how much is on that, but it looks like a goodly amount. You could definitely trim that down for multiple uses. I'm not going to open the loose leaf tea because I've got, yeah, I don't want to get it everywhere. And incidentally, you know, if push comes to shove and you have got loose leaf tea in your house, or you've got tea bags in your house which obviously contain whole pieces of herb or fruit, if you are doing any kind of incense spell or creating a charm pouch and you are low on spell ingredients, raid your loose leaf tea cabinet, because often, you know, you will have like a pure peppermint tea or a pure chamomile tea, and cut open those tea bags, or really dig into your loose leaf collection and use that in your spell pouches instead of waiting to buy or harvest the appropriate flowers or herbs. And again, you can raid your kitchen spice rack for exactly the same purpose. And this is often why we have loads of core basics in the house, like pure black tea and rosemary, because they are go-tos in a similar way that the white candle concept is that I spoke about earlier. So just going to have a quick look at the incense cones. I've suddenly realised this has turned into a much longer video than I was anticipating, but this is actually really, really fun. The incense cones come in a little plastic baggie. Not keen on that, but hey, can't eradicate plastic all in one day, unfortunately. Incense cones, they're a decent enough size. Yeah, they smell nice. And the box says there's 12 in there, so I will trust that. Oops. And then the list of contents we'll just run through to make sure that that is literally what it says on the tin. Mug, notepad. They list it as a notepad. See, I said you could use it for spell work quite easily. This thing. Notepad. Anti-anxiety charm bag kits, blue crystal enamel pin, which I'm so stoked about, not magic mini kits, parchment scroll, ways to meditate, pair of blue candles, essential oil roll-on, loose leaf tea by Tea Cakes of Yorkshire. So that actually goes, Tea Cakes of Yorkshire isn't that the same person that did the tea cake art? I wonder if they're connected. Angel's Touch incense cones, essential oils, diffusing chakra bracelet, black obsidian tumblestone, tea infuser, A6 art print. All spells and rituals created by practicing witch. Awesomeness. Oh, and brilliant, they actually list the suppliers at the bottom, so you can actually, especially selected suppliers here, you can actually go and find them on social media. That's really helpful. Really, really helpful. Proud to be vegan friendly. Please reuse or recycle all packaging. Do you know the organza bags we use in our packaging make great spell charm bags? They do, yes. So, you know, all of these are black. So fantastic for, you know, if you want to do any baneful magic or banishing limiting beliefs or bad habits or poor mindsets or anything like that. You want help with casting out negativity, anything like that, these will be fantastic for. They are organza, so they are see-through. That's my only thing. Sometimes people prefer a solid spell pouch, others not so much. Right then, so that has been my review of my very first Witch Casket box for September 2019. Thank you for watching my video and putting up with the oddness of my recording. I will think about this more in more detail for if I decide to do more videos. If you do like my video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share. I welcome any comments, and have a great and blessed day. Thank you very much.